Hello, my name is Clive Corcoran, and in this short video I'd like to talk about sovereign wealth funds. On the screen you can see a diagram here which shows the largest, the top 10 effectively, sovereign wealth funds. As it says, this is a government-owned investment fund, typically financed by revenue from natural resources or trade surpluses. Many countries around the world have a sovereign wealth fund, but there are some notable exceptions. For example, the United States does not currently have a sovereign wealth fund, and it was only in the last year or so that the United Kingdom decided to create its very small sovereign wealth fund. The largest sovereign wealth fund in the world is in Norway. You can see it here, and it has assets under management of 1.7 trillion, which is a remarkable amount for a country with a rather small population. The reason behind the size of this fund and its quite remarkable growth over many years is that the Norwegian government rather wisely decided to use the proceeds from North Sea oil and allocate them to this fund and then make some rather clever investments, which has allowed this fund to grow rather remarkably over the years. You can see a couple of big funds here in China. You can see another fund here in the UAE. In fact, they have more than one fund. Ardia is one, Mubadala is another. And you can see a fund here in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Qatar, and so on. And actually over the years I have actually done some consulting work for more than one of these particular funds. Now, these funds invest in a wide variety of assets that would include, say, sovereign bonds, the government bonds of especially G10 economies, and it would include global real estate. For example, the Qatar fund here, the one that's on the screen here, has some quite impressive holdings of real estate property in London, including the Shard building and so on. They also have a very large exposure to, say, high-tech companies, and that would include sizable holdings of say the stock of Nvidia. In fact, it's been a recent trend to observe that, especially, say, for example, say the Saudi funds, the UAE funds, Qatar funds, have made some very substantial investments in the equity of Nvidia. If you find this kind of material interesting, could I please suggest that you subscribe to my YouTube channel here, the Corcoran Codex, and there you can see the URL for it. Thank you very much for watching.